Greetings, adventurers, and welcome to the Adventure Incorporated podcast. I am your dungeon master. I don't know if that worked. I could probably just do an echo. I don't know. I'm Anthony Reed. I just want to say thank you to all of our patrons at patreon.com/adventureinc who make this show possible. Patrons like J-Chan, Crystal, Micah, Nick, and Trevor. Without our patrons, we just could not do any of the cool things that we do. That said, I have some bad news. I started out, I want to just thank our patrons who I love, and now I have to hit you with some bad news. The bad news is that our audio for our Dragon Con show that we did, the live show, unfortunately did not survive Dragon Con. So we have our first official lost episode for Adventure Incorporated, which is a huge bummer for us. We thought it was super fun. If you saw it live, that's it, man. You saw it live. That's it. That's all that exists. It is gone to the wind. So, don't miss it, I guess, next time. I don't know. Yeah, we're really bummed about it, but it is what it is, and there's not much we can do about it now. In good news, however, this is a special bonus-sized Halloween episode with our friend Katy. If you have not heard the Patreon bonus episode with Katy in it, these characters come from that bonus episode. It should be fine. I think you'll enjoy it. The previous episode gives it a little context, but not much. This is really its own standalone adventure with a few new characters you've never met before. Katy's awesome, and we really love having her on the show. I give her a chance at the end of the show to plug some of her stuff, but you can follow her on Twitter at KatyFaise, Katy Faise, and that'll get you in touch with her. But we want to thank her for coming on and doing this with us, because these are some wacky characters, and I will let them speak for themselves. Let's get started. Nobles and farmers, knights and wenches, gather round to hear a tale of excitement and mystery. Brave adventurers facing grave dangers. Keth, the fighter monk.
Like, usually when you bring people back from the dead in books, it turns out really bad.
That's just to sell more books.
Gebedo, the rogue.
God, it's so good to see something positive happen. God, I'm so glad to be back home. Let's make sure we get Clug fixed up, then we'll have 2 under our belts. This is awesome. Genevera,
the sorcerer. Genevera, you are a powerful sorcerer capable of very strong magics.
Oh, this is the first time someone acknowledges how good I am at magic and convict me of a fucking crime? What the shit?
Gillick, the paladin warlock.
Can we find you, something else to tap into instead?
Yeah.
What, and give it 4 levels of Warlock? Are you shitting me?
And Asher, the druid barbarian.
Asher, puts his hand on Gebedo's shoulder. This is the most affectionate you've ever seen Asher.
Prepare yourselves, for this is the tale of Adventure Incorporated. As the calendar turns to foam, in the darkness, deep in the quiet town of Mughamara, underground, in the spaces between spaces, in the places kept quiet, kept secret, kept silent, the DOA waits for another mission, for another purpose. Cora Silver is their liaison, the one who guides them. She is waiting to be called upon again.
Anthony, that was pretty good.
Yeah! Woo!
Nailed it.
Dude.
Yeah, that's very
Good work. We thought you couldn't do it.
You were almost right.
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Oh, man. I hope that's the best review I get all week.
I like that.
All right. Cora,
Dude, he probably fucking wrote that down and was like, I have
didn't.
Yeah. Oh, I don't have anything.
I don't
have
oh,
Please don't make
Let me just say something.
I have
off
nothing
the cuff.
prepared.
Please don't make me.
I'd like to thank the Academy.
Yeah. Cora, there is a knock at your door. It's been a while since you've heard from the people at Adventure Incorporated, but you, Cora Silver, have been living in the town of Maghamara, living off the rather healthy stipend they send you to stay in the area. You have been training with your, we'll call them your employees at the DOA, in your association with Adventure Incorporated. When the knock comes, you know immediately who will be on the other side, because it's late at night. It's quiet, and the only person who comes knocking this time of night...
Yeah. Is her booty call. What's up? Get it, Cora. Let's go.
That's what I've been training for.
You're ready for this.
Ready.
It is Rikus, and he whispers through the door. Not in a sensual way, in a spooky way.
Yeah. What's up, Rikus? Damn, Cora, let's go. No fraternization policy to worry about when you're not really employed.
I mean, you are employed. You're just secretly employed, which I still think means you're probably not on the HR payroll. This is black money. This is like Rikus's department requisitions large funds,
discretionary funds.
Yeah. They order like $3,000 gold piece toilet seats, but then they really just use it to pay you.
But you know what? I do have a lot of toilet seats in my house. There's like a lot of them.
She gets paid in toilet seats?
They requisition a 3,000 gold piece toilet seat. They buy a regular 4 silver toilet seat, and then they use the rest of the money to pay the DOA.
I didn't read the contract well beforehand.
Yeah. They just send you like 2 million toilet seats. Stacks and stacks. Oh, good. I am recording.
Yikes. Everybody else is too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he checked everyone else.
Yeah, I checked with everyone else. I saw you clap, so I knew you were good. Okay. He whispers through the door, "It's time. We have another something's happened."
She just gets up and swings the door wide open and is just like, this is very strange when you just whisper through my door at 3 o'clock in the morning. Very bad idea you're giving everyone else also awake at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I don't care about that. You need to head down to the DOA. There's been an issue come up.
I have a feeling you're not going to elaborate, so all right.
Not here. We need to get somewhere safe.
Yeah, she gets her things to go.
Okay, so the Mike, I cannot recall for certain if there was a reason we went with that. I mean, I know there's a reason we went with that acronym. What did you go with that you named this? That we
the Division of Occult Affairs.
Okay, that's right.
The DOA.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Did you forget?
I did.
It's Jesus, Anthony.
It's literally the only good team name we have.
Yeah.
In the entire show, This is the one.
Mm-hmm.
You're
not wrong.
It's enough to make me want these people to be the primary cast in the show.
Yes, please.
This is their introduction to the primary show, so it's fine. We'll see how it goes. This is we're testing. This is a test zone.
Right.
Great.
Very
Is that the name of our new show? The Test Zone?
Yeah.
Right.
They don't.
That's
You
not
don't own zones.
You're right. Great. This is just a sub. Test Zone is a sub-series of our regular Adventure Incorporated. So this is Adventure Incorporated Test Zone.
Right.
Yikes.
Right.
So you guys, Cora, he leads you toward the secret hideout in Mughamara. You head in underground to the training facility where your team is. So it's about 3:00 in the morning. What are you three doing in the training facility?
At 3:00 in the morning?
Yeah, it's prime time.
Yeah. Mara is kicking some butt. She's learned some new tricks, and she's trying them out.
Tell us about Mara.
Dempsey just keeps raising skeletons for everyone to fight.
All right, so we'll start with Dempsey. Tell us about Dempsey.
Yeah, Dempsey is surrounded by kind of a cloud, right? It's almost like the sinister version of Pigpen, as he stands there, surrounded by swirling sand that wraps around his bandages and inside and out of his what may be hollow body. Using the power of undeath, he summons skeletons and zombies inside the compound here for Eddie and Mara to practice their skills on.
Great, Mara. Go ahead and describe yourself, or Steph, you can describe Mara if that's easier.
Dempsey's a mummy.
Yeah, good. Thank you for making that explicit. That which was subtly mentioned before. Well crafted.
Like purpley skin or like green skin? Like what's going on?
You
Gray.
can't tell. Yeah.
right.
It looks like mostly bandages.
Cool. It's completely locked up.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
nothing showed. Awesome.
Yeah. He's modest.
Hey, that's fair.
Shy even. Real mummy's
Mara
blood.
is a vampire, and she's real cute and fun. She is Dempsey. She's everything I want to be. Dempsey is raising up these zombies, and Mara is she's like whipping her fingers at them and then making them attack each other and then just making them fall down asleep, and then she's practicing all of her new tricks.
So Dempsey, you're a cleric, right?
I am a necromancer.
Oh, you're a wizard?
Yeah.
You're a reverse
and-
cleric.
Mara,
Right.
what are you?
A sorcerer.
Okay. But what kind of sorcerer are you? Do you remember?
Vampire sorcerer. I don't know.
Whoa, okay.
Beep.
Okay. Beep.
You can't just ask people
Wild
what kind of
magic.
sorcerer
You can't carry these bits. You can't carry these bits through because that's from the beginning, the intro.
Oh, like a half elf? You mean that?
No.
I'm there's something of a mark of the ordning.
She has Jotun resistance.
Yeah, I have Jotun resistance.
Resilience.
Resilience. Wait, oh.
What the fuck kind of sorcerer are you?
The resilience of giants flows through my body.
Oh, she's a giant sorcerer.
I don't know why. I made this when I still had no idea how to make characters.
This is great. I love it. I love that
Yeah,
she's a
she's
giant sorcerer.
Yeah,
she's
but
a
she's
giant-blooded.
like a giant in a little package.
She's a half-elf vampire with giant blood. That's what.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big things come in little
Her family
Yeah.
reunions aren't complicated at all.
Right.
She's got little wiggle buns on the top of her head. She's cute. She's fun.
Wiggle butt.
Tell me about Eddie, Josh.
Eddie's a halfling, and he's raging right now, smashing all the skeletons, which means his lycanthropy has taken over. So he's running around with a battle axe, hacking and slashing, all wolfed out. It's pretty great.
That's his secret.
And
He's
he's
always
not
a
modest.
wolfed out.
He's wearing just like a some like leather
Chaps.
loincloth. Yeah, and chaps.
But that's it.
But that's
Right.
it.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Just
Well, yeah,
just
because
like,
every time he turns into a werewolf up top, he's gonna rip his shirt
yeah,
or whatever.
exactly. So it's so when he's not a werewolf, he's got like this leather sash that's kind of like all shredded and stuff, like hanging over one shoulder, and it's kind of loose on him. But then when he wolfs out,
It really
it fills
it really
out.
ties the outfit together.
I'm glad he found a pair of pants that work for him both as a halfling and as a werewolf. That's
Right.
great.
He's got a little like belt thing that
It's-
adjusts.
It's like a full-size
Like
pair
that.
of pants when he's a halfling, and it's booty shorts when he's a werewolf.
Exactly.
Such a niche market.
Right. They're baggy. Almost like he's like a goth kid.
Okay, so
Yeah, Eddie invents Jinkos in Adventure Incorporated. In Mughamara, he's got a side gig.
Right.
side hustle. Yeah, because he can go out during the day and sell
Right.
Jenkos as
Yeah.
long as he doesn't get too pissed off, and then wolf out.
Right.
Okay, so Rikus heads down there with you, Cora. So both of you enter with the three of them fighting a bunch of undead and or summoning a bunch of undead. Get control
And
of
is
your
an
team.
undead.
That's true.
Yeah.
Get control of your team, Cora. We have things to
Bold
discuss.
of you to assume I ever had control of them in the first place. Yeah, I think she's gonna walk forward and just sort of watch, and then just like start happily applauding after Mara kills a couple of them, and Eddie rages out, and just like, and you did a
Thank you.
good job.
Thank you. That is new. I've been practicing that, so I really appreciate the external validation.
Well, it's well deserved. You very good.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, a lot of bones on the floor.
Yes.
We have a mission.
Sorry, I'll clean him up. And with a wave of his arms, they like sink into the sand.
Did you?
As the bones fall, Eddie gets down on all fours and bites one, starts gnawing on it.
We should leave one for Eddie. Yeah, definitely. Riker needs us. Apparently, something spooky's happening again.
We think
Okay.
we think one of the Death Knights, the lieutenants, the servants of the Lich, has resurfaced, and since you guys handled one of the Death Knights before, I figured we would send you after the Death Knight again.
Is it the same Death Knight? Because he might hold a grudge.
I don't know which Death Knight it is. There's some strange activity coming up, and I'm afraid that the signs are pointing to it being one of the Death Knights.
Just a Death Knight union. All right. I mean, we've handled this before very easily, just in and out, couple of hits here and there. Nobody was killed more than they already are. So, I mean, I think we can handle it, right?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, here's what we know so far. There has been some sort of strange ritual magic out in the swamplands. We've been trying to follow the signature coming from it, the magical energy that's been washing away from this ritual. It seems to be conducted by a fairly large group. There's a lot of magical energy out there. This seems to be a summoning of some kind, and it's linked to the same kinds of magic we've read off of these Death Knights before. If whatever you did to the Death Knight drove it away somewhere, maybe they're trying to summon it back, or maybe they're trying to draw one of the other Death Knights from the one of the other Lich's servants. I don't know. I do know that a group at Adventure Incorporated got lucky and they took one of the Death Knights out completely, fully destroyed it. So we have 3 to worry about. I'm not sure how. There's the one you guys drove off or killed for a while or whatever happened. I don't understand these creatures fully, but we know that they do come back. And then there's 2 more out there.
The group. Sorry, is this okay? Is this an okay time for questions?
I guess.
Okay. So you said a group killed one, like for good? Is it that's not going to come back?
That one, as far as we can tell, won't be coming back.
Can you tell us what they did to make it dead?
Apparently, one of them used a wave of magic so powerful that they wished its very existence away.
That just sounds like a fairy tale, Riker.
Yeah. Yeah, feels like if we all hope real hard.
Yeah, Rikus. I don't know.
Look,
like you got that wrong.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but apparently they invoked the powers that would normally come from an incredibly powerful wizard or mage, and wished its existence to no longer be.
So why don't you just get that group to go kill this other one?
Yeah, because none of us have like traveled long enough in order to get the power to make a wish that would matter like that.
This group hasn't really either. Apparently, this was a very small girl who taps into chaos magic, and it just happened.
I love feeling invalidated by a small child.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
also,
great.
What?
How many secret teams you got running around, Rikus?
Yeah.
Hey, that's not your fucking business, Dempsey. You worry about your secret team, and I'll worry about the rest of the secret teams.
I'm just
I
saying.
think you touched a sore spot there.
Right? I mean, like, I'm old, and child labor laws were a thing when I was alive, so...
Yeah, the kid thing's a little... That's not my choice. Don't worry about that.
I'm a little worried.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, me too.
Honestly,
But it's
I'm
fine.
worried about the child that you're working to death, clearly.
I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried that I would like to think that I am capable of some things that like a child, I'm just feeling real.
Well, you find another way to deal with these Death Knights permanently, and you'll have one up on this child who cannot repeat her results.
Okay.
You making her wish real hard for other stuff? Is that...
There might be other ways there has to be other ways to deal with them. There has to
God,
be.
I hope so.
Me too, because we can't just rely on...
Hopes and dreams of children? Of course not. That's ridiculous.
It's a very, very limited well, because once they hit like age 15, the hopes and dreams are gone forever.
Yes, I'm aware.
Yeah, once you start paying that kid and she realizes what hard work is, forget it.
Yeah, she's 9. We've got a little bit of time, but the window is very short.
Yikes.
So with all
right, where are we headed?
yeah.
All right. I will... Here, I'll give you this. Cora, he hands you a compass. This compass is attuned to the magical signature that we discovered, and it points you in the direction through the swamp you need to go. Hopefully a straight line will be fine, but it is the swamp, so, you never know.
Yep, that's what they say about swamps. You never know.
That's a common saying here in the swamps. I'm
going to use that forever.
How's the road between here and Marevia? Well, you never know.
You never know. Yeah.
That's the thing about swamps.
She takes the compass and looks at the rest of the group. Do anyone need to grab anything or practice some more? It's like, I feel like the sooner we head out, the sooner we can, figure out if this takes us in a straight line or completely off course.
I just feel like it's already like 3:45 and we've got about an hour and a half maybe before I can't really keep going.
Yes.
So is this like a camping situation, or is this a place we can get to in like a, with a brisk walk?
You can't get there in one day anyway. You might as well get a head start.
Then I definitely need to gather some equipment.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Okay.
Grab whatever parasol you need to keep yourself safe, and then
Yeah, I gotta get my sunscreen.
long sleeve.
It's an actual
hat.
screen you
It's
unfold.
like a little like
Yeah, okay. Do whatever you must. I have other groups to attend to.
Oh, we know now, Riker. We're
Yeah,
not
we
special
know.
anymore to you, apparently.
We get it.
You just come to
Good.
us when something gets spooky. I guess that's all we're good for.
Yes.
But even then, not all the time, because
Yeah, sometimes he
you
goes
still...
to children.
Right.
Look, yeah, okay. Like, it wasn't fully my choice. If it had been up to me, I never would have let the rest of Adventure Incorporated know about the lieutenants. I think we could have handled them. But they got wind of them, and they needed to be taken care of in a more public way.
Okay.
I still think that we can handle the rest of the champions, and that's what I'm going to have you do.
Well, Mara, if you need help gathering supplies, we can do that. And then,
I would love that.
of course, yes, I'll help you, and then we can hit the road and take a little nap whenever Mara can't handle the sun anymore, I guess, and then continue on. This will just be like a big camping trip with death.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
All right, so what are you gathering up for supplies?
Here's what I think she'll do. I think she has a little, when she says sunscreen, it's like a little box almost. It almost looks like a lantern or like a bird cage. But it has the like sun protected like UV film around the outside of it, so the sun can't get through it. So during the day, she's going to turn into a bat and hang out in this little cage, so she can be carried through the day if need be, so that the travel time isn't just overnight, so that y'all can. She'll be napping. She'll be fresh for fighting, but. If you guys need to continue moving throughout the day, you can.
Dempsey doesn't have any sort of sun restrictions, right?
I don't think so. I've never heard of a mummy not being able to soak in some rays.
You just got to make sure you don't get too dusty.
Yeah, if there's
out,
a
start
windstorm,
crumbling
though,
off.
you're fucked.
No, I think the opposite, right? Like I gotta make sure that I don't get too wet and
Also that.
sog out.
Both.
Yeah, man.
You have to stay
You gotta
at
be.
both.
You really should be in a cool, dry place.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, stay in the basement.
Preservation, the purpose of mummification.
Yeah.
And Eddie's good to go.
So
Yeah,
I
that is great.
googled mummy sun restriction, and it suggested, did you mean mummy sun like the child restriction?
No, I did not
Different.
mean that at all.
No, Google. You got it wrong this time.
You know what?
So
I'm not sure that it did. Go ahead and click that. Let me know what it says. What are the restrictions for mummifying your children?
oh boy, a lot of weird. I'm uncomfortable now. Using a mummy restraint
What?
just sounds terrifying.
Yeah. It's like a muzzle.
Right.
Oh, God.
You just buy one really long cord and wrap them in it many times and then hold it. That's
Right.
The people also ask section. Can a father stop a mother from seeing her child? Yikes.
oh, mummy sun restraint. Beautiful.
That's a kind of
okay.
restriction. Yeah.
This
Let's
is-
move on.
We will definitely move on. But I gotta know, who do you think is who do you think's going to Google looking for restraining orders against a mother, and it's like mummy son restraint restriction, mummy son restriction.
British dads.
Boom, got it, nailed it. Good job, Google, in one. All right, great.
Also, what have the rest of my Google searches led Google to think about, like, why I would need that?
Hey, bud, did you mean? Okay. So, You guys head out into the swamp. Mara was right. You guys are on the road maybe 40 minutes, and the sun starts to come up. But you're already in your darkened. I think it's just a very thick, heavy cloth over this cage. I don't think you can see out of it.
It's specially developed UV blocking screen.
Polarized.
Who's specially
You told
developed?
us the last time that we probably had someone developing technology
That's
to help
true.
us.
There was a whole
You
team of
said it
scientists.
in the
I did
last
say that.
episode.
I did say that.
So
But
they've
since
made me some sunscreen.
It's actually just a
That's
weighted
fine.
blanket. That's all it is. It's a weighted blanket.
yeah.
since we hadn't mentioned it this time, I was just trying to get you to mention it. That's all.
Yeah, if you'd like more information about the world Anthony's built, feel free to become a patron. I got you, dog.
Thanks, bud. Yes. Fine. They built you some special abjuration weave that actually has an abjuration block against light that comes in. So it's dark for you in there.
It's nice. It's cool.
Yeah.
I am just chilling. I'm bat hanging.
Bat hanging. Yeah. Like, I mean, I get what you're saying, but it sounds
Like
way
hanging out.
cooler than...
Yeah.
Basically, I'm watching like my version of Netflix.
Did they develop
Bat
that
hanging.
for you too?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, they did.
No.
I got a little mini device in there.
It's a bunch of
Screaming.
illusions running around.
Right.
Yeah.
You're watching humans and their love interactions.
She's actually probably watching like what you would describe as classic vampire films because she really wants to be that cool, suave vampire, but she's such an awkward.
She watched What We Do in the Shadows and took it seriously.
No, she
is. What
Yeah,
we do
I
in
mean,
the shadows.
for sure.
I like Josh's implication that you're watching classic vampire love stories, but portrayed by humans.
Right.
Like a new human moves to town, and all of the vampires are all in love with the human who seems to be able to go out in the daytime and sparkle.
Right.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It glistens in the sun. Sweat.
Yes, I like that.
Yeah. So you guys travel for the rest of the day as well. So as you guys are traveling through the swamp, you come across a few areas that are the decay has started to spread from the south. So you guys are traveling west toward Marevia, and it seems like the death that started in the Deadlands has spread significantly over the last year or so. Over the last 20 years, it was a slow crawl from that space, and now it has picked up pace significantly. These zones of decay are more and more frequent. But you also seem to you're on the edge of it as you come in and out of these areas of the difference between the regular swamp like life and then the parts that you can feel are just dead. As you travel further west, and a little to the south, you are coming across more and more of these dead zones. As the needle on the compass is pointing just dead ahead, like west with a little bit of a southern bent.
Dead ahead.
Dead ahead.
You're the worst.
Yes.
So, as we're walking, every once in a while, Dempsey pauses and waits for his skeletons to catch up. They're carrying 2 just big barrels of sand, just in case. So they're kind of, they've got it on basically not a stretcher, but that kind of idea, right?
Like a
That they've
palanquin.
got- Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just sand.
Two barrels of sand.
Yeah.
So four
riding on.
skeletons are carrying 2 barrels of sand.
Yeah. 2 big ass barrels of sand. Yeah.
I love it.
Just
That's
in
great.
case.
Yeah.
And so every once in a while when he gets tired of walking, he'll just sit on the barrels as they carry him.
You turn this kind of like a palanquin into just an actual palanquin.
Yeah.
Great. How does Eddie travel through the swamp? Is this like an enjoyable experience for Eddie, or is he?
So Eddie is constantly chasing after the skeletons and gnawing on them as they try to.
Is this in
walk.
halfling form or wolfed out form?
No, this is halfling form.
Even
He's
better.
still, yeah,
Yeah, he stops to pee on every tree in
Right.
the forest. And you're like, God
His
damn
tree
it, Eddie.
now.
right. He's marking his territory. He's gnawing on Dempsey's undead and just enjoying the swamp.
Cora, you're human.
Yes, I am.
Okay. What is Cora's travel through the swamp like?
Very poor. I think she's holding Mara's bat cage to be careful that it doesn't drop. But like every step that she takes is just sinking into the wet soil, and she is pretty miserable. Doesn't like this any of this, and is trying to get through it as fast as she can.
Perfect.
Yeah, every time it's wet, he's definitely sitting on the barrels. Like,
Yeah, and actually, what you find is that the areas that are untouched by the decay are definitely wet and
sure,
like swampy. The areas that are touched by the decay have like dried up and are they don't have that quality to them, so you can walk through those.
yeah, I'm more comfortable in those drier, sandier kind of spaces for sure.
Sure. As you guys are moving forward, you are feeling an increasing pressure. I need Arcana checks.
Arcana checks. God.
Can we do that one untrained?
Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, Arcana. I'll give you an Arcana check untrained, regardless.
Great.
6.
22.
15.
13.
Okay, so for Cora, Eddie, Mara, this is just there's a change in the quality of the air here, an unrelenting pressure to it. Dempsey, your familiarity with necromancy lets you know that this is there are like waves of necromancy that are washing over you guys, and they're getting stronger the closer you travel toward the point on this compass.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and explain that to everybody. Just let them know kind of what we're dealing with here.
So it's like this Death Knight or magic, whatever, is just basically stealing the life from the swamp is what I'm getting.
Yeah, mostly it's like we're gonna feel this this kind of power. It probably feels different for you. For me, it just feels like an extension of myself. You know what I mean? But like, you know how sometimes when I reach out and touch you, it like really sucks for you. It's kind of like that for you, but like on a pervasive, full-time kind of permeating thing. Like, I bet Mara's going to be fine.
Mara has turned into a dolphin.
That was a bat call, and it was pretty good. Thank you. You're welcome.
Wow. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, you should be.
Can't
You got a thing.
Can't you tell the
and
difference
you're
between a
welcome.
bat and a dolphin, Anthony? Come
Yeah,
on.
the dolphin goes. Ah! It's a much more open sound, and the bat is.
Come on,
okay.
Anthony. Anyone can see that.
I
Yeah.
apologize to
Come
all
on,
of our
Anthony.
I apologize to all of our echolocating listeners out there.
My dog did not like that.
Okay. So, as you guys move closer to this, you've traveled through the day, and darkness is beginning to fall. It is dusk still, not quite. The sun is still on the horizon. Still dangerous time for Mara. but you guys come across a small village, and you see a group of people gathering around a building here in this village. They are holding hands and they are chanting. And you feel the energy coming from this point, Dempsey. They're just beyond, they're like, you can just see them, and you're still fairly confident you're hidden from whatever it is that they're doing.
This is a ritual. You can probably feel the power. I don't know. I can feel the power for sure, emanating out of this building.
All I know is, in every aspect of my life, I've learned not to trust a large group of people holding hands. There's nothing comfortable about that.
Is that where the compass is pointing?
Is that where it's pointing, Anthony?
Yeah, you pull it out, and it's the needle's like wiggling almost, pointing forward. There's this is the space that it's. It feels like the needle's just going to shoot out the end of this compass and fire at it.
Yeah, she shows it to Dempsey.
Yeah, that feels right. How about
I mean, we can try to talk to them. Something's telling me that just talking is just not going to work.
we could try it. I almost wish it were dark out.
Yeah, I'd really like.
There appears to be about 25 of them, by the way.
Oh God.
Eddie, what's your heart telling you, pal?
He's still gnawing on a bone. He didn't hear you.
Eddie, hey, come here. Hey,
Huh?
leave
Hey,
it.
hey, Dempsey, what's up?
Leave it.
What's your heart telling you about this situation here?
What do you? This is
What
when.
kind of
this is
smells are
when,
you picking up?
Give me a perception
Anthony.
check, Eddie.
Can I have it be a survival check?
Survival? Sure.
16.
Okay. Yeah, so you take a couple of sniffs in the air. Your eyes dart around a little bit. You look over this town, this very small town. Immediately what you pick up from it is that it doesn't look like it's somewhere that's heavily lived in. It looks almost like an abandoned town, except that a bunch of these people are kind of squatting here. So it looks like it used to be a vibrant town. It became abandoned, and now it's being inhabited by these ritualists. The 25 of them surrounding this building are definitely ritualists. They all appear to be, to your nose, they seem to be living, and they seem to be some variation of greater races. So there's all kinds of types represented there. There's no like one type of being,
The
but
small and the tall.
the small and the tall.
There's chanting Dahu
Wrong holiday. Wrong holiday.
All right.
Welcome, spooky cheer.
Don't ruin the Christmas episode, Steph.
I gotta rewrite it now.
It seems like this place has got a lot of squatters. It was a ghost town, but yeah, I don't know. It's a ghost town now. Looks like people used to live there. Maybe the ritual guys killed him. Can I smash him now? Can I hit him with the axe? Is that what we're doing?
Cora.
Not yet.
Okay.
But keep it on the back burner, definitely.
I
It's an option.
like that Dempsey was like, "Are we?"
Well,
She's going to hand the bat cage over to, God, what would be more chaotic? Eddie.
Hey, Mara. How you doing there? He shakes the cage.
Yep, there it is. And
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm going to just slowly get closer to the group, the big group. Just
Make
to see if I can hear what
make
they're
s-
chanting.
Make a stealth check.
Okay.
yeah, as I see her like moving toward that, I want to cast fog cloud, basically between us and them,
Okay.
and just have it start kind of radiating out, like basically Yeah, like I can cast it up to 120 feet away, so I don't know how far away they are, but
they're probably like 200 feet away or so. So 120 feet. That gives you.
I'm gonna cast it at the absolute edge then.
Yeah.
I rolled 18.
So, and actually, you can take advantage on it if you're in a fog cloud.
Yeah. 24.
So, with a 24, you sneak through the bank of swirling mist and move toward the edge. So, you're about 80 feet away from the ritual, and you can hear the voices. What was just sort of a dull drone before, you can now hear, it seems to be in some kind of language. What languages do you know?
Just Common, Draconic, and Elvish.
Okay. The language that is being chanted is not one you are familiar with. It's not even one you've ever heard before. But it is seems to be in repetition. They are calling out to a being and trying to draw it here. The language is sort of soft, but has this an ancient quality to it.
Does it look like there is one individual who might be like, I don't know, like top dog, the leader, or do they all seem sort of equal?
Yeah, everyone seems to be wearing the same brown robes, except there is one person with wearing like a stole, like extra cloth strips that run around his neck and down his front, and those are like a golden color.
So extra.
So extra.
Then yeah, she's gonna go back to the group just as quietly and just tell them, she doesn't understand what they're chanting, but there seems to be someone who is maybe leading the group.
Does it look like anybody's being sacrificed?
You didn't see anybody being sacrificed, Cora.
No. They just seem to be, maybe it's just Bible study.
And
so we should kill them.
Dempsey's gonna start speaking in Undercommon and then Abyssal, kind of back and forth. Is it either of these?
Did it sound like either of those, Anthony?
No.
Because those are the two other than common languages that he knows.
No, never. It didn't. It wasn't familiar at all.
Neither of those?
No. I mean, we can go in nice and see if it turns out that still over 20 people against 3 of us. Or we can wait and just watch and hope that it gets dark soon. We'll at least have Mara.
I mean, at least then it'll be 8 of us. If we wait for her. Otherwise, it's only 7. And he, gestures to the skeletons.
He doesn't want to hurt their feelings.
It's just like, ooh, sorry. Yeah, forgot about that.
After Dempsey gestures, Eddie starts drooling a little bit.
Eddie, leave it. Leave it. Eddie?
Okay. I'm sorry.
Go sit down.
Sorry,
okay, so you guys are going to wait till nightfall?
Yeah, I think Cora would try to find a secluded place, or maybe she can at least keep an eye on the group to for some reconnaissance. But wait. Till
Dempsey shakes the cage. Mara, you want to wait till nightfall?
Dempsey does not shake the cage.
Eddie shakes the cage.
Eddie shakes the cage. Sorry,
that feels like an Eddie move.
Yeah.
Dempsey did it.
That was Dempsey.
Okay, so Cora, give me an acrobatics.
Okay.
Or athletics. I don't care which.
18 plus 8. Is that 26?
Yeah.
Yeah, 26.
So you climb up into a tree. It's one of the few trees that are here in the swamp. It's one of the big trees that it comes up and then it bows over and has a lot of hanging bits off of it. And you get up into the tree so that you get a pretty clear sight toward the group, but you're pretty well hidden by the foliage. This part, by the way, where they're doing the chanting is a live part. So it is swampy.
Oh. I was like, yeah, no, we know it's not recorded.
Right.
It's alive. They're doing it live.
They're doing it live, y'all.
It's like you're like, yeah, man.
Every once in a while, you hear beep.
You like down the street. Someone was
Hand
like, "You should hear
laughter.
them when they're live." This is it. You're hearing them live. Yeah.
Does
So
it look like what they're doing is, I guess, like decaying this place? Is it making? The longer I sit and watch them, does it look like this wherever they are is like dying, sort of similar to the other places we've come across?
it does not look like that is happening right now. No.
Okay.
Night falls.
Mara, wake up! Eddie shakes the cage again.
Mara pushes open the door of the cage.
With her little bat hand?
Yeah. Stretches
I
it
suspect
out.
it's probably built specifically to do that.
Yeah.
That seems fine.
The scientist.
Get the little claw.
And she shakes out and pops up into a human and she says, Eddie,
Mara,
it is not fun when you shake my cage. I
for you.
bumped my head, got all wiggled around. My wings were just, they're sore now. So
Yeah, you got a good workout.
no, it was
No?
it was not nice. And I would prefer, if it's okay with you, that not happen again. She was
Okay.
like very bold for a minute and then.
All right, no, that seems fine. I won't do it anymore. I promise.
Oh, is it snack time?
Yeah. You want some skeleton fingers?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Cora
Dempsey
just jumps
tosses
down
one to
some.
Eddie.
Cora jumps down from the tree, and is just looking at these three eating bones.
Mara's really just like sucking on them.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Sucking on them
I
both.
just like the marrow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Eddie's same. Eddie's same.
All right.
Because
Okay.
nobody knows what a mummy eats, right?
Right. What does a mummy eat?
I
Why not?
assume nothing.
Beetles.
Why not skeleton fingers?
Why not?
I mean, I assume nothing. Like your stomach,
Sounds like skeleton fingers.
it sure does. I sure
God.
love that.
Great sound effects. Good job.
Thanks.
Great. Cora, you climb down out of the tree. The chanting is still going on. It appears like they have not... you've seen some people step out of the circle. They've gone to one of the nearby buildings. And then like some other people have come out of there and taken their place in the ring. They seem to, the numbers wax and wane, but they seem to have about 20 people standing out there all the time. And you, from what you've been able to see, you estimate there's another 10 or so out there. So 30 total or so.
Does it look like if like maybe Dempsey kept up the fog, or could we like stealth around enough to maybe get into one of the buildings, or is like they're definitely going to see us? Regardless?
No, you could definitely get into one of the buildings. If you, I mean, it would require stealth.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you could get to one of the buildings.
Maybe we should just see where inside where everyone's staying. Maybe they have some information or something, instead of just going into this without any plan whatsoever. I am actually all for not having a plan, but we should probably investigate.
What if maybe Eddie, this isn't anything, I mean, sorry, Dempsey, this isn't anything against you, but what if like Cora, Eddie, and I like go in and like be like, hello, we want to join your cult.
That feels pretty against me.
Well, but it's mostly just because like the three of us, like I can pop these suckers back into my regular teeth, and if if Eddie keeps his cool,
See?
then
It's
yeah,
harder than it looks. Eddie and Dempsey. It's tricky.
not when you're one of them.
That's fair.
But like maybe you can be our lookout.
So what? I'll just sit here and eat bones.
Well,
Mostly that's yeah.
and technically, you will just follow at a long distance because we probably will need the cover of your spell.
Oh, I see. So you just want to use me for my fog.
That's sort of what it sounds like I'm saying, isn't it?
I mean, I have fog
Wow.
too, though, so we really don't.
Well,
Well, great then. I'll just sit here and eat bones.
Wait, Dempsey, do you have disguise self?
And he's like, wait. Y'all are gonna sit around eating bones? Now I don't know.
I might not be in on this plan. It could just be Cora and Mara, and I'll sit here and eat bones with Dempsey.
Yeah, life is good.
I do not. No, disguise self isn't a necromancy spell, so I didn't really focus on it.
That's fair.
If you want, I could cast Feign Death on myself, and you could carry me over there like I'm a dead man.
Yeah, like usually for like a sacrifice or something, or maybe you're the person they're trying to summon. Who knows?
I actually don't know if you can cast Feign Death on yourself because you dismiss it via touch. So I might just make myself dead for an hour.
Yeah, I think that's what would happen. You would just be dead for an hour.
Yeah.
Which would be a real boring way to spend the rest of this encounter here. Honestly, I think now that Mara's awake, we should just kill everyone like Eddie suggested.
Oh yeah, I like that one too.
But we don't know.
And then we can eat their bones.
What if maybe you let me and Cora go talk to them real quick, and then we can do we'll wave our hands around.
Just give us a thumbs up when it's time to murder them.
Yeah. And you guys can sneak around from the outside and have your stuff ready to go to murder.
Yeah, we're ready. And Dempsey points back at the skeletons, who all give a thumbs up.
well, actually, they can't give a thumbs up because that was the fingers you were eating.
That was the finger everyone ate. Great.
So they just give an empty fist up.
Their fist.
Yeah, they give an empty fist.
The most useful one eaten.
I mean that can work. Just don't get too distracted by chewing on bones.
Oh no. The idea of killing all these weird cultists. That's literally what I get up for.
I'm gonna have to have a conversation about that later, Dempsey.
Will we? It seems like that's our job. Sounds like I just really love my job.
You know what?
Yeah.
She just holds up a thumbs up.
Hey.
Time to kill.
That's the go.
That's the go. Let's do it.
Yeah, all right.
I think she's going to wait for Mara. If Mara has to prepare in any way, and then just sort of start.
I'm ready. I'm rested and ready.
All right, let's go talk to cultists.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, I'm telling you, man, we should have just killed these people.
You,
I mean,
Like,
we're gonna
as
end up
they're
doing it
walking
anyway.
away, as Cora and Mara walk away.
are you holding the fog, Dempsey?
No, that dissipated a long time ago.
Okay. Okay, great.
So, I don't know if nature, I don't know what the air is around us, if it blew out or whatever. I assume it just kind of all settled at about knee height, and is just kind of ethereally spooky.
Yeah, because it's pretty stagnant here, so I think it did roll in and is just still hovering a little bit above the ground down there. So Mara and Cora, the two of you move toward this group of cultists. You move through the now. You twist up the mists around your knees as you walk. Are you going in stealthily, or are you just going in?
We're just going in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just we're not a threat yet.
Sure.
Right.
So as you go in, one of the people who is moving over from the little hut toward the group of chanters sees you guys. She does a double take when she sees you, and she moves forward towards you guys, and she's like, "Can I help you?"
Yes, hi. We would like to. Hello.
Hello.
We are weary travelers who are seeking a place of rest. Would you be so kind as to invite us in?
She looks back at the group. She says, I'm not really in a position where I'm allowed to make that decision. Can I go and get someone who can maybe do that?
She looks at Cora.
Yes, of course. We like my associates at here. We're very weary and we need somewhere to rest and perhaps observe your customs.
We don't have much to offer by way of hospitality, but let me see if I can at least get you somewhere to set up for the night.
Wonderful.
Also, if there's anyone we could chat with for friends purposes, we have been alone ourselves very long and would like that.
Well, we are quite busy, but maybe you can chat with some of the people while we rest. Hold on.
Okay.
She turns and trots off through the mist back to the circle, and you see her step up to the circle, specifically to the guy with the stole. As she goes to approach him, another person turns to talk to her, and he nods, and she takes his place, and he comes running over, and he's like,
The lead guy?
no, the guy who was next to the lead guy, who was apparently running interference for him. He's like, so you are travelers looking for a place to stay?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, please, and yes.
Of course. We are happy to accommodate. There are plenty of places here that you can stay. There's a few empty buildings over there. One of them would be perfect for your purposes.
Did we interrupt a holiday of some sort?
We are attempting to call to the Harvest Lord, so that he may bless these lands and try to drive back the death and destruction here.
Oh, that doesn't sound all that bad. Or evil. And she looks at Cora.
No, it sounds completely the opposite of evil, actually.
Yes. It's, we weren't. He looks back. He goes, yes. It's definitely got a certain look about it, I could say. I could see where you might get the wrong impression about what we're doing here, but no evil. This is...
What Harvest Lord?
Nialatha, the Harvest Lord.
Oh.
Have I ever heard of that, Anthony?
Make a history check.
18.
That is a name that has only actually, it is an old ancient name that has come up quite recently among the circles at Adventure Incorporated, something you've been keeping tabs on, as something associated with Lanier, and his crew of Fae.
All right. Well, I think we will take you up on that offer of respite and let you get back to your summoning.
How long does it go? Just because I, would like to just, meet you all.
The sun has gone down, and so we are hopeful that this ritual will end at the exact moment of midnight.
Oh, perfect. That works well. And are these, just curiosity, are these houses open, just free to the public?
They aren't really, they don't belong to anyone.
Open them? No, they're free and open, anyone can just walk on in.
Yeah, I wouldn't maybe enter the building that we're specifically using to try and summon the Harvest Lord. And there's one bunkhouse that we have taken up residence in that's quite full, but the rest of them you could just go up in.
Thank you. I just don't want to be impolite.
Mara is very, very considerate of other people's property.
That's the reason.
Yes.
Yes. Great.
Okay.
I'm gonna go back and keep helping.
Don't let us keep you. No.
Okay, great. Good luck. Sleep well, and mayhaps you'll have the opportunity to see the Harvest Lord yourself.
Wow. Okay.
I look forward to it.
He jogs back.
Hey, what was your name?
He comes jogging back over again. He's like, can just while the ritual is in progress, if you could do as little to distract from the ritualese, yelling and whatnot, is a little distracting.
I'm sorry. What's your name?
Yes, my name is Horace.
Thanks. Okay, bye.
Bye. He turns and runs away.
What do you think about
So I think
this?
I think we should go to the cabin, and I think we should get Eddie and Dempsey to kind of like sneak over here and like just bunk up with us, and then we can talk through and maybe watch a little closer, and because it doesn't seem bad.
No, it seems like they might be trying to help this place.
So, Eddie and Dempsey.
Yep.
You guys are sitting around eating bones.
Yep.
That's what we do.
And you guys hear some movement in the swamp near you. Make perception checks.
Yeah.
Great.
18.
3.
Okay. Eddie, you see an outline of a person, maybe 50 feet away, just moving very slowly through the swamp.
Dempsey.
Yeah.
There's somebody over there. Somebody moving. He points out the silhouette.
2 skeletons lower their end of the palanquin and head off toward the sound.
Okay. So
And
do
then
you
the
see
other
through?
2 also lower theirs.
Do you see through the skeletons?
I don't think so.
So what command have you given them?
Yeah, I've given them the command because I still think that we're going to kill these people. So the command I've given them is stop the sound with force, basically. Like,
Okay.
kill what made that sound.
So you send the 2 skeletons off toward the sound. A few seconds later, there's 2 bright flashes, and you feel the connection to those skeletons is gone.
Eddie, that's strong.
Oh boy.
It starts to move towards you, whatever it is.
What do you want to
Stop!
do?
Who goes there?
I am Naya.
Is that a name I
Hi, Naya.
recognize?
No.
What are you doing over
who
here?
Who goes there and would send such dark magics at me?
It's not that dark. I mean, it's dark out, so there's dark magic. Doesn't mean it's bad just because it's night out.
I did not say bad magic. This is actually quite good magic. I am impressed by their craftsmanship.
Thanks. Dempsey I can't help himself, but feel appreciated.
Naya steps forward out of the swamp towards you guys. He's wearing a large gray cloak that is wrapped completely around him. But even inside that, you can see like shimmering white hair on his elven face, but there's it's elven, but there's something more to it, something that doesn't look like a normal elf.
Sure. Sorry, in the woods like this at night, typically the things that travel can't be trusted.
Mm.
As I'm sure you understand.
I do. So that begs the question, how do I know that I can trust the two of you? Oh, excuse me, the four of you. He looks at the skeletons.
Yeah, hell yeah. I guess we'll have to take each other's word for it.
Okay.
So, how do you find yourself here?
I get this great sense that I'm supposed to be here. It's annoying, really. Do you ever want to be somewhere, or, well, really, you're looking for a quiet time, and you just get this sensation that you have to be somewhere, that you don't really know why or particularly want to be, but it won't stop gnawing at you?
Eddie gets like that all the time.
Yeah. But, I just use the bushes or a tree. Whatever's nearby.
And unfortunately, no specific tree would do for this, and I have found myself wandering the swamp, chasing a feeling.
I know what you mean. It's got to be the right tree. There's a reason I sniff around first.
Okay. You know then. You understand my plight.
Yeah, so what's this tree? If you got a feeling for it, maybe you had a vision or something?
Just a general pull, more a sense of when I'm not in the right place than a sense of when I am.
Alright, so is this closer to the right place or not the right place? You hotter or colder? What's going
Closer than I've been so far.
Well, be careful. Up ahead, there are a bunch of cultists.
Ooh.
We don't know what they're doing, but I do know that we've been drawn here also, actually, to stop a great evil. I know, looking at me, trust me though. Like I said, we're gonna have to just go on the trust system here.
Looking at you, I don't understand.
Just all wrapped up and hanging out with these guys.
Oh.
And, I point to the skeletons.
I hadn't noticed. That's fine. You've been drawn here as well, a great evil, that's noble. These cultists are this is your evil? He looks over at the people chanting.
I assume so. Actually, and Dempsey looks back to try and see where Mara and Cora have gone.
Yeah, once you guys finish your conversation, where are you going? Mara and Cora.
I think we'll go to the one of the houses that's maybe the closest to the edge of the woods where Dempsey and...
Okay, so Dempsey and Eddie, you don't see them anymore.
They must have taken our friends.
Ooh.
Does that mean we gotta go attack them now?
I feel like we have to, right?
That's... Yeah, if they've taken our friends, that's what we gotta do.
If they've taken your friends, that seems like egregious action beyond any and all. Any response should be the appropriate response to that. Right?
Yeah.
You can justify anything if they've taken your friends.
Oh my god.
Hey, I like this guy.
If you
That's what
did
I'm
nothing, you could justify it.
What?
Yeah, if they took your friends, they have to be very powerful, and there's only two of you, so you could justify it that way.
Sure.
If you murdered them all, you could justify it.
That one, I like that one.
If you
more.
negotiated strenuously for the return of your friends, you could justify that.
You're confusing me.
I'm just giving you options. I'm not even... I'm just identifying options. I'm not even giving them to you. There are many other things you could try.
Like what?
Yeah, now I'll list them all.
You could challenge them to a game.
Ooh.
You could sing them a song. You could bake them dinner. These are all things.
You're right.
So weird.
I'm envious of the number of possibilities you have of things you could do for these people or to them and justify it in any situation.
You know, I suppose you're right. Dempsey doesn't have like any way to like reach out and try to find his friends at all. Can you smell them?
Yeah, can I make a survival check and try to sniff them out?
Yes.
All right, awesome.
Like, I don't know how much werewolves can like smell fear and stuff, but that feels
So-
like a werewolf power, right?
Yes, and one
Ooh,
of the
nice.
Thank you. As a totem barbarian, I get the hunting sensibilities of a wolf. I can track other creatures while traveling at a fast pace and move stealthily while traveling at a normal pace.
Okay. All right.
So yeah, make a survival check. 18.
Okay. Yeah, you still smell them. They're over there. And you don't smell a whole lot of fear coming off of anyone except for right now, Dempsey.
Yeah, he's nervous.
Yeah.
He's real
Yeah,
uncomfortable next to this guy who just wasted 2 of his skeletons like nothing.
Yeah, so it doesn't smell like they're afraid or anything, and it doesn't smell like anybody's been killed. So maybe we can just go over and see how they're doing.
Oh. Can you imagine if you went over there and did something awful and then tried to justify it that they took your friends, but they never took your friends? Like if you sang a really bad song.
Oh, God, do that one. Please do that one.
Right? Like you sang a song to get our friends back, but we didn't need to do that in the first
Right.
place.
And then how
Terrible.
embarrassing would that be?
How embarrassing. Truly
Yeah.
mortifying.
You mortals are fun.
Oh. Thanks.
It's been
Yeah.
a long time since someone called me immortal. Thank you.
Oh, this isn't just a choice?
Oh, no, sorry. I would have normally said born this way, but really I think it's died this way.
Ah, yes. I'm beginning to understand a little better of your predicament and situation. You're like a demi-mortal.
Sure.
Should have been a mortal. Aren't anymore. Demi-mortal.
Boy. Well, I got my new, actually, Anthony, I'd like to scrap Dempsey entirely.
Demi mortal. Married to Thrashton Kutcher.
Yep. Thrash and Cutter.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Oh, I guess not anymore.
Nope. Used
He's
to
married to Mila Kill.
Nope, just Mila Kunis.
be. Yep. Just regular Mila Kunis. Yeah. I'll take that. Great. So,
Great.
Eddie, I guess we should find our friends. And hey, Naya, good luck with whatever you're doing. There's something really bad in that house.
At this point, I think I'm just kind of killing time. I'm getting a feeling that, like, maybe I'm here.
Oh, where you're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So,
Not.
I don't know if those.
Don't get me wrong. Not right here.
No.
Not this conversation. It's been wonderful. I've loved it. But this isn't it.
No, of course.
Right. Okay. Great. I didn't want to. I didn't want to offend you with that. But
No. Just be careful around here, okay? We're here to stomp out some real bad stuff that's directly inside that house. So we're gonna find our friends and do that. I don't know if you know what's kind of going on in these woods, but there's a lich who's kind of taken over down here, and it seems like his area's growing a little bit to the point that he now has a hierarchy of like bad guys. And one of those we're pretty sure is inside this house right now. So like, if these aren't his cultists around the house, they're gonna die.
If they aren't his cultists, they're gonna die.
Right. Yeah, like he's gonna kill them. And if they are his cultists, then I guess they're also gonna have to die because like we're gonna have to kill them. So
Yes,
like either way, I'm not expecting a whole bunch of those folks to make it through the night.
Okay, I'm if I've got some time with them first, I think I'm actually gonna have a chat with them.
Sure.
If that's fine.
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay, all right. Well, good luck finding your friends. I hope they're nearby. And
Thanks. I mean, I don't want to say goodbye because like I think we're just going to be walking in the same direction, and if we say bye now, it's going to be real awkward, like 200 feet.
yeah, that's a good
You know
point.
what I mean?
Nobody wants that.
Should
So
we?
what if we just? Yeah. Let's
Let's just
You
walk.
wanna...
Because I can walk a little faster if that.
No,
Okay.
I don't.
No,
After you.
I'd want to chase you. Like I
Right.
want to keep. I want
I mean,
to catch up
all
to
right.
you.
There's a whole.
We can all walk together then.
Great.
Great.
And like one of the remaining skeletons goes over to the other side of the palanquin, and like the two of them struggle to carry what the four of them had been carrying before.
Sorry about your friends there.
Oh, me too. I really I read that situation totally wrong. I'm really sorry about that. Yikes.
Mara and Cora, you two enter the abandoned house, and you see it's been like this. It looks for a while. The foundation is sunk into the swamp. The building's beginning to rot. It looks like people used to live here. There are some things here. It looks like it was abandoned sort of hastily, but it's in a bad shape now.
If I look out a window, can I like keep a vantage point on the chanting circle?
Yep.
Did you how did you feel about that interaction? Because I mean, and it feels like they're doing good, but also, you know what? People lie, I guess, or maybe they think they're doing good.
Oh, gee, I didn't even think of that. Man, yeah, I thought that they were just calling the fall festival.
That's really what it seems like on a surface level. I hope that is as deep as it goes. I'm just going to keep an eye on everything.
But yeah, we should definitely watch, and maybe I can send a message into the woods for Dempsey and Eddie so that they know to like maybe sneak around and meet us here so we can chat.
That's an excellent idea.
Okay, so she's gonna point out. Can she see Dempsey and Eddie at all?
So yeah, you move to the I think probably to the back of the house. There's a window, and you look out there. You peer out, trying to see Eddie and Dempsey. You see Eddie and Dempsey moving in towards you guys, and there's a third person with them.
Oh, looks like they found someone.
Oh, that. Do you know them? Are you familiar with
They're
them?
all wrapped in
No.
a dark gray cloak. You can't see anything.
They're
of
wrapped in a dark gray cloak. I can't see them.
I let them know we're here anyway.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay. So she's gonna point out to not the dark gray cloak. She's gonna point out to whoever is closer, Dempsey or Eddie. She's gonna say, "Hey guys, we're in a house.
Out the window?
Who's your friend?" In message. She's gonna cast message. Sorry.
them. Which one are you casting it at?
Who's closer to me?
They're kind of equidistant. One's shorter.
Dempsey.
Okay.
We were very nervous. We thought you were taken. This is Naya. He's pretty cool. That's how message works, right? It's one one thing in and one thing back.
Sounds like there was someone who's cool. So, what do you want to do?
I guess wait. I really don't think we should do anything until at least midnight. I really would hate to kill innocent people.
Same. I am hungry, though. What if we just got one and got all of the inside info, and then I can eat them? Because right now it's just you and me. I promised a long time ago that I had no interest in eating you, but man, this is a long trip, and I am real shaken up, literally.
Can't believe you didn't pack any snacks.
It was a very quick leave, and I was mostly concerned about surviving the daytime trips. So, maybe as our leader, next time you can remind me.
Okay, fair.
Okay.
I may. Oh goodness, can you hold out a couple more hours?
Dempsey, Eddie, and Naya, you guys pass by the building.
An open window where we hear a squawking from inside.
You pass by the building that Dempsey, you now know, contains Cora and Mara. But you guys are closing in on the circle of people, and you see a guy on the edge next to there's a fancy looking gentleman, and the person next to him looks over at you guys, looks back at the ritual, snaps his head back, he lets out a sigh, and he jogs over to you, and he's like, "Hi, hello, everyone.
How you doing? What's going on? What's your name?"
Hey, we're trying to do a ritual back here, so if you can just keep it down, quiet, that'd be great. I'd love to have a chat with you real quick about what you're doing here. I'm Horace.
Hey,
Horace. Nice to meet you. So, what's the ritual about?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What's this ritual
Yes,
for?
we're calling to the Harvest Lord to try and abate some of the death and decay here. And Naya says, "Yo."
Eddie looks over at Naya. What?
That's me.
Oh.
I'm the Harvest
Cool.
Lord. And Horace is like,
Huh.
we're looking for the entity responsible for bringing the great bounty of harvest in the fall, so that we may fight back the decay upon our crops. And Naya says, "Yeah."
This is a terrible place to be holding this ritual.
What?
Yeah, inside that house is a great evil. Actually, one of the things that's turning everything through this whole area dead.
Inside the house?
Me and my friend Eddie here, and these two guys behind us, and the two people that came up here before.
Those guys are skeletons.
Yeah. Totally.
What?
Yeah, they're cool though.
What?
Don't yell. You told us not to yell.
No,
It's only fair.
Okay.
We're all not going to yell together, Horace.
Okay. Naya nods.
Definitely don't point out the fact that they're missing a couple of bolts.
Where did Mara and Cora go? The other two people that came up and talked to y'all earlier. You know, the vampire and the murderer.
Vampire? Murderer? Naya's like, Horace, this is important.
Horace,
Where did they go?
we're not going to yell.
He points at the building they went into.
No. All I'm gonna say is, like, the louder y'all are right outside that house, and he points back to the house that's, like, in the middle of, like, where all these cultists are chanting.
Yeah.
The louder y'all are near that house, the worse things are for everyone.
We checked the house. There's nothing in the house. It's empty.
Horace.
Oh. Yeah.
I'm gonna go get my friends.
Listen to the man, Horace.
Y'all just play it cool. Our dude Naya here, he's gonna hang out for a while. Seems like he's where he's gotta be.
Horace, why don't you and I take a few steps forward? We'll go and speak with your group here, and I'll see what I can do for you.
Yeah, help him find his tree.
You're a... Okay. All right. Yes,
Come on, guys.
Horace, come
and
on.
he motions to the skeletons to follow.
Okay. So, Eddie and Dempsey step up into the building that you're in, Mara and Cora. You see the man in the gray robe leading Horace back toward the group.
Holy cow, you guys. What a crazy coincidence. You'll never believe this.
You won't believe it for a second.
So
I don't even believe it.
So these guys out here, the cultists, turns out they were calling our dude Naya. Like that guy that we were walking over here with.
Is he the Fall Festival party host?
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Like, I mean, it was pretty touch and go there for a minute. I sent some skeletons after him. I thought for sure we were going to have a hard time.
Nope. Now we're tight.
Yeah, he understood. He gets it, you know? Traveling at night alone, you raise suspicion.
Yeah. Talked about trees. It was nice.
So, when I asked them what they were summoning, they said they were summoning their harvest god.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Naya.
Yeah, that's him.
Who is a very
pretty chill
powerful
dude.
Fae.
Yeah. Oh.
Cool guy. Oh.
That makes sense. Yeah. I knew there was something about his face. That makes sense.
His face.
But this
Bad,
is
Eddie, bad.
Dempsey scratches behind his ear real quick. This is where the compass pointed us, though, right, Cora?
Well, more specifically to the main place, main house.
Yeah,
yes.
that house there where all the people are.
Yes. I mean, maybe if your new friend is going to distract them, we can go to the actual house?
Yeah, I was going to say, I know like 2 hours ago I was recommending murdering them all. I think we should not do that.
I also think that they're all telling the truth and they're very good. They have good intentions. Also, though, maybe one of them has a bad intention. Like, there's in a group of in a big group like that, there's always one.
There's bound to be one.
10% assholes.
Yes. So if we could find that one, and maybe soon.
Mara's
But I would
very hungry.
Very hungry.
Got it. I suppose we could wait until the.
Well, they said they were going to summon it at midnight. That's so.
He's early.
Looks to be pretty much right on time. Yeah, I mean he was early when he was talking to us, but like.
It's 11:59 now.
Yeah, I was gonna say we held him up a pretty long time. But
just dicking around.
Dicking around with the Faelord. Great.
So if Cora, if you're against killing one of these not cultists, I guess regular ritualists, we could wait until the Lich's lieutenant wakes up, and then Mara could drink whatever he kills.
Mm-hmm. I don't love sloppy seconds, but I will take it.
I mean, unless you have a better idea.
I say we investigate the house.
Oh, sure. Maybe he's got some dudes tied up in there or whatever.
I mean, if that's where the compass was pointing, it's probably where we need to start.
Good idea. Let's go to the house.
And maybe we'll find someone with very bad intentions
Yes.
for dinner.
Mara marches out of the house.
Thumbs up.
Double thumbs up.
She's gone.
Okay, great.
Let's go, dudes.
So you guys are marching toward the house.
I'm gonna sneak, actually.
Okay. The other three are marching.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
and
we're
the
marching.
skeletons. We're rolling through here. Everybody knows we're here.
Yeah. Okay. Cora, give me a stealth check.
Oh, that's not good. A 10.
Okay. Yeah, that's not good. So you step out of the house. The four of you move toward the group and the building, and you try to like duck, quietly, sort of silently moving about, but you don't think you're being very successful at it. It's sort of a wide open space between here and the group, and they all know you're there. So you're not sure, but you're pretty sure everyone knows you're there. As you guys move over there, you see that Naya is talking to the man in the stole, who has seems to be explaining their plight to him. And you get just close enough, you hear, "So we have called upon you so that you might chase back some of this death and allow us to harvest this year. So our families, our lives, they depend on this." And Naya says, I understand. He turns just then to look at the four of you, 6 of you, and he says, you have ventured over to check the home.
Yep.
I did not meet you. I believe he mentioned Mara, I would guess.
That's me. Sorry, we were just hungry and looking for, like, your pantry of snacks, so...
I don't think you'll find much of what you're looking for there.
Well, I don't know if that's true.
Perhaps Cora would, but I don't think you would. He turns to look at the house. I don't think you're going to find what you're looking for in there either, at least not yet.
Okay, can I just... I just really am curious. Can you raise your hand if there is, like, no evil intention in your heart? Everyone's on a good, strong page.
All of the cultists look around at each other, and they slowly raise their hand up.
I honestly, all of you...
Naya smirks.
You're not raising your hand.
I don't think that would go well for you.
She licks her lips.
I mean, to be fair, Mara, none of us raised our hands either.
Yeah, but I promised not to eat you.
See, Horace, this one's the vampire.
Okay. Well, I usually again, I don't really like to lead with that fact about myself. Just I would like to be known as myself and an independent person, and then maybe if the fact that a vampire slips out later, that's okay. But after I've gotten to know someone, maybe not just right at the start.
Horace faints. It just falls into the muck. Naya looks down at him. He says, He turns back to the 6 of you. He says, they have called me here to help them with a little problem. A problem that I, unfortunately, cannot currently help them with. It is not something I am capable of doing yet, as there is something else's power blocking me.
I assume that's what we're here for, is to get rid of whatever's blocking your power to help, right?
Perhaps, if that is something you are willing to try. Deep in the swamp lies a river of darkness that flows forth death.
Is this a riddle?
No.
Silence.
Are you saying silence? Is it...
Get fucked.
Everyone check out patreon.com/adventuringpod for the
It's just adventuring.
Genesis
it's just
of that.
/adventuring.
Oh shit! Don't check out Adventuring.
Yeah,
Pod.
those guys are
Fuck
fucking
those guys.
assholes. They suck. We should make sure that's nobody. Maybe we can get it to redirect. All right.
Just starting beef.
It wouldn't be our first. So, if you are willing, I know from where the river flows, and can. Perhaps it is within my power to bring you to that place.
But the compass pointed us here.
The compass?
Yeah, we might have in our possession a compass that pointed to where we needed to go, where the source of the bad things are.
Well, if you have a compass that points to the bad things, where is it pointing now?
I'm gonna take the compass out and see where it's pointing.
Oh no, it's gonna be pointing at our cool dude Naya.
I hate it.
You look at the compass, and the needle is just free. Like, it doesn't really seem to be pointing any. If you move it, it just stays where it's pointing. It's not attracted to anything.
It's not pointing at the house any longer?
Correct.
I mean, it just holds it up.
May I?
It's not really telling us.
No, it's always good to give a magical artifact to an NPC. That never works out bad.
That never works out bad. She's gonna hand it over.
Hell yeah.
He takes it, and he looks.
It starts going wild,
No.
spinning around.
He looks at the compass, and he licks it.
Well, now I don't want it back. No.
Well, this compass was attuned to the same thing I guess I was. It was being drawn just as I was being drawn. Whatever you had keyed in on was this ritual.
When you say it that way about a compass that is supposed to lead us to the evil thing, being this ritual, get a little suspicious of what's happening here.
Perhaps your information was bad? What this compass was finding was the waves of magical energy that they were putting out to try and gather me here. Their summoning ritual.
Yeah, so you're gonna make their crops grow.
If I would, but the river of darkness is blocking me.
Oh, sure, that's what all that meant.
Do I still feel the waves of necromancy?
No, as soon as they stopped the ritual, those waves stopped.
How is necromancy what calls you here?
I am a being of life and death. The harvest is a time of both. It is a time of great growth and a time of decay. It is when things change from one state to another. And I am a keeper of that thin veil between growing and expiring. Necromancy is the same. It is a line between two things, between living, between death, and it calls to me.
Well, cool. So, we spent the whole day walking through the swamps. to get nowhere near where we needed to be.
Well,
Yeah, sounds like this was just a waste of a day. Nobody here is evil. I'm hungry.
so if it is evil that you seek, and it is good that you wish to do, and hunger you wish to abate, be it your own or others, then I can show you the river of darkness. And if you can stop it from flowing its death into this swamp, then I may be able to help reverse some of this.
Oh, you're the boss. What do you think? And he looks at Cora.
I mean, I don't really think we have any other choice at this point.
Oh, careful. Careful the way you say that. He will come up with a lot of other choices.
He raises his eyebrows. Have you
okay,
considered dancing?
Can't say that I have.
So you have two choices.
I'm not very good at it.
I am sure that you are a wonderful dancer who has their own truth held within them when they dance, and I would be happy to see it at any time.
Oh, okay. Do you want to give me a song?
No. I am not one who carries songs within me. I am only one who can appreciate those who live their truth through whatever means they choose. So what I would really prefer is if this one sang me a song, and he points at Eddie.
Okay. Eddie, hit it.
The Harvest Lord is here. We're gonna drink some beer. Mara likes blood, and Dempsey is not a dud. Yeah.
Mara did a little dance through it.
Yeah. My name is Eddie. I'm a werewolf. This is Cora, and she's great too.
Horace had just been getting up out of the swamp, and you were like, my name's Eddie, and I'm a werewolf, and he passes out again.
Amazing.
Well, now you know our whole life story through song.
Yes, I do. If that's all there is, I guess I do. If that's your whole life story,
Talk about.
I got it. He steps up to the house and he says, I can use this. If you would help these people, if you would help this land, and if you would help me, then I can give you the tools.
Well, I don't see why not.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
He places his hand on the doorway to the house, and green energy begins to crackle at the edges, and it shimmers into a green swirling portal fills the doorway.
I'm trying to get my hair to be as close to Katie's as I can. When I realized we had the same color,
Yeah, we do.
after pulling at it.
When the portal comes up, I don't. Does it look threatening, or is this like a portal, just a regular everyday old portal?
It looks like even the fact that it's green is pretty consistent for portals. It looks like just a regular portal.
Hey, Eddie.
Hey, what? What's up, Cora?
Can I take a bone from one of the skeletons?
What?
And throw it? And be like, Eddie, fetch, and just throw it through the portal.
Damn.
Wait, are you asking me if you can take one of the bones, or are you just going, hey, Eddie, fetch?
I'm asking mostly Mike if I can infiltrate.
Oh,
his
yeah, no, that's
skeletons.
fine. Yeah. No, that's brilliant.
So I'm gonna take one of the bones, just a rib bone, something they won't miss.
Yeah.
And, just Eddie, fetch, and just throw it through the portal.
Eddie runs right into the portal.
Naya says, okay, you may want to go through because...
We're all going to need to follow
Yeah.
that.
The river is right there.
Oh,
come on, guys. And, Dempsey motions the other two skeletons through.
The one with the missing rib looks kind of sad.
Right.
But he's still... They
don't need all of them?
They heft the sand. One of them, they have no finger bones left, so they've got it under their armpit to try and carry it on one side. And
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That's right.
The one with the rib is it's a little bit loose.
And so yeah, they move through to the portal
Hell
with
yeah.
all that sand. So
Yeah, your boy follows.
yeah, and then
Can't let his sand get too far away.
Mara and Cora afterward, I imagine.
Yeah.
So Eddie, you go running through
Yep.
this portal.
I want that rib bone.
There's
want
a quick twisting motion that you feel as the world spins around you. When it stops, you are deep in the swamp. All sound dies out immediately. There's just you heard like people and you heard some like animals before. Now it's just silence. And the bone flies through and lands into this flowing river of black.
Blood.
It's like black liquid. You don't know if it's blood. You don't know what but it's just dark black, and it flows along the ground here.
Mara sniffs it.
So the rest of you come through the portal behind him. Mara, you give a sniff to the air. You do not smell blood in the air. You smell something vile, something acrid.
Oh, I hate it here. I'm so hungry. I want to go home.
As soon as you guys come through the portal closes behind you, and you start to talk. You see something at the end, like the river flows up a little ways, and you see a figure standing there. Their long dress flows down into this river, like they are almost like the dress is the source of this black ichor. And the figure turns, its red eyes glowing in its sunken undead face. And its voice calls out to you and says, "Why have you come to the source of death?"
I wanted that bone.
You wanted the bone.
It slowly steps towards you, and as it does, this, like, every move that it makes draws the river out longer behind it. Like, the path that it follows, the river is the path that it has walked. And it says, "You invite death upon yourself. I am the river, and I will bring my pestilence upon you."
Why? You don't have to do that.
Nobody's got a one-liner for this.
No, honestly, I'm just so hungry.
Cora,
No, not really.
nothing badass to say?
I don't think I've ever done anything for you that would strike me as badass. I think we should just kill it.
I described you as a murderer. Clearly you've done a bunch of badass things.
Okay, well, that's a lot to unpack later, but we should just kill this thing.
Can I ask your name and also have, like, on a scale of undead to very alive, like, what you are, just so I can get a gauge on whether after we kill you I can finally get some food.
I am the river of the moon, and I am the bearer of pestilence, and you will not survive this.
Oh, now I get it. I couldn't remember my character's name. And now I get it. Rad, Anthony.
Okay.
You asshole.
Yeah.
That doesn't really answer my question, but I guess we're just gonna kill you anyway. So she is going to
Roll initiative. That's what everyone's going to do.
roll initiative.
Oh no!
I'm so unmotivated.
I'm
by
gonna
the
use
lack.
my completely overpriced obsidian dice for this.
Whoa!
Nice.
Ooh, fancy. So spoopy.
Oh, Dempsey, I didn't ask. Oh man, this is gonna suck. I didn't ask your AC.
You didn't ask anyone's AC,
Nope.
bitch.
Wow, that was aggressive.
Brutal.
I already feel bad enough for hurt myself so badly. What's your AC, Dempsey?
My AC is 14.
And what's your initiative?
My initiative is 5.
Great. Eddie, what's your AC?
Eddie's AC is 16.
And what's your initiative?
21.
Fast, Eddie.
That's right.
Mara,
Got advantage on initiative rolls, baby.
what's your AC?
16.
And what's your initiative?
14.
Cora, what's your AC?
16.
And what's your initiative?
17.
Then I should probably get some dice out. Feels like a thing that might be necessary for this part of the encounter.
Nah, you don't need that.
First up is Fast Eddie.
All right. Are they still across the river?
So they are the head of the river. Wherever they move, the river forms. So currently,
Oh, weird.
the river is only to your left. But as they move, the river will form behind them. So it's sort of like the river right now is like a hook with... it flows from your left, and then it loops around, and they're in front of you.
Okay, how far is it so that I can get to the head, like, from where I am?
30 feet.
Okay, cool. Awesome. I will rage and turn into a werewolf. Yep. And then run over and smash him with the axe.
Okay.
Yeah. And I will make my first attack. Plus... Why are you up? Yeah. 23 to hit.
As you come in with the axe, the river quickly raises her arm, and a blade flies through the air, hovering around her. She seems to be directing this blade with her mind. And the blade parries your axe.
I make a second attack.
Okay?
20 to hit.
That one hits.
Okay. 8 damage.
Okay.
That's it. I'm done.
All right. River attacks next. Let's see. What's it going to do? It's going to cast a spell.
Oh, God.
Okay. So this is a target. So I guess it targets you, Eddie.
Okay.
You must make a Constitution saving throw as you are targeted by blight.
Oh, God. No. All right. Constitution saving throw. Do I have anything that does anything for that? Okay. All right.
Also, if you're a plant, you have to tell me.
Only if I fail to save, right?
No, period.
Oh, I'm not a plant.
Okay.
17.
17. Ooh, 17 is not enough.
Oh, shit.
So let's see here.
I don't like that sound.
Yeah, it's a tasty one.
Wait, is this a
poison or anything? His bite.
It's necromantic energy.
Damn.
I would say this is a fairly average outcome for you.
Oh, great. I don't want average. I want below average.
We strive for below average.
So you take 38 necrotic damage.
Oh my god. Yeah, Eddie's looking hurt.
Cora, it's your turn.
I'm going to move away a little bit from this thing, and then fire an arrow at it using my sharpshooter feat.
Okay.
24.
Hits.
Okay, so that is 19 points of damage.
Nice.
And then I'm going to attack again.
Okay.
That is 14.
14's not enough.
Oh.
Yeah, the arrow just sails right by this this creature.
Yeah, then that's it for my turn.
Okay. Mara, it's your turn.
Okay, so Mara is going to run up to River. She is so hungry. She rolls a 21 to bite.
To bite. Okay. Yes, that's fine.
Great. She bites and gives 6 damage.
Okay. As immediately you taste
plus 3d6. That's better than I thought it was. Plus 9 necrotic damage. The target's hit point maximum is reduced by an amount equal to the necrotic damage taken.
Wow.
And I would... Well, that's fine.
So as soon as you bite in, you start to taste something like that same acrid smell in the air touches your fangs, and you taste it rush into you. Make a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 2. Plus 2. That's a 4.
You really should have brought some Snickers on this.
Yeah, you're not yourself when you're hungry. You take 16 points of necrotic damage.
Ugh.
Cancelled out by the 9 she takes.
Yeah, is that canceled out?
Like, how does that work?
Like by the 9 you gain?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So you take 7 necrotic damage. And you feel yourself immediately like vomit.
Oh god, that's gross. I hate it. Not good snacks.
The River of the Moon laughs. Dempsey, it's your turn.
Great. So, given what we have kind of been tasked with at the DOA, Dempsey spent some time learning a spell outside of his chosen school. It's still a wizard spell, so like it just took him a long time to get it, and it doesn't feel great for him when he casts it, but he starts to move his arms in the shape of Iora's symbol, and so he kind of draws his arms out this way, and then like when his hands flash out, so like he draws them out along the shape of a candle and flashes them out on both ends. And when he does that, the spell Sickening Radiance erupts toward river? Moon? River of the moon?
Yeah.
Moon River?
River's probably fine.
Okay. And yeah, it's going to hit her. Can I cast that, like, basically it sends a 30-foot radius sphere centered on her, or centered on a point. Can I choose a point where only she'll be hit by it?
Yes.
Great. So I'm going to do that.
Okay. What's it do?
When a creature moves into the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, that creature must succeed on a con save or take 4d10 radiant damage.
Okay.
And it suffers 1 level of exhaustion and emits a dim greenish light in a 5-foot radius.
If it fails the save.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Eddie, it's your turn.
Eddie's gonna try to.
Oh, wait, skeletons.
Oh yeah.
Well, so the creature moved into the spell's area for the first time when it started. So it's going to take a con saving throw, right?
Sure. I guess that's how we've been doing it with other things. I think that, yeah, sure. Let's give it a con saving.
Oh, I guess, or starts its turn there, so.
Right. So it was just going to start its next turn there. I don't think it's moved into the area. I think the way that's worded.
Okay, that's fine. Then, yeah, the skeletons are also going to run up and stand on the edge of that sphere and try and attack into it.
Yep.
With their 2 little...
Yeah, they stand. I think
swords.
they flank Eddie.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense. So Eddie, you got a couple of bony pals there.
Excellent.
They're boning down next to you.
See. What?
Hey.
What?
Is it what?
What?
Excuse me?
That's what I heard.
So it's 14 to hit.
No.
Great. They both miss.
Great. Eddie, it's your turn.
All right. First attack. 18 to hit.
Miss.
What? Second attack.
Oh no.
21 to hit.
So once again, that blade knocks the axe away.
Ah. All right. Those are my attacks.
Okay. The creature makes its attack.
So it starts its turn in the sphere?
Yep, and so it has to make a Constitution
Con
saving throw.
save. Yes.
14.
That meets my save,
So-
I believe. Let me see. 8 plus 3 plus 3. Yes.
8 plus 3 plus 3, that's a 15.
Oh,
No, 14,
it's
you're
14.
right. You're right, I'm drunk.
okay. Kind of wish.
Okay, so then it's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
The sword flowing, like, that is hanging out in the air around the river takes 3 swings, 1 at each skeleton and 1 at Eddie.
Jesus.
Oh boy.
So here comes the first skeleton. 19.
That'll hit.
I mean, Eddie, if you die, at least we have a necromancer, right?
6 damage.
6 damage?
Yep.
All right.
Second skeleton. 15.
That'll hit.
Um, 7 damage. Oh, hold on. I missed some damage on the previous one.
Nah.
Yeah. Are they affected by necrotic?
It doesn't say that they wouldn't be.
Then an
right?
extra 15 necrotic on that first one.
Jesus Christ, it explodes.
Okay, great. The second one takes 7 slashing. And then 13 necrotic.
Yeah, also explodes.
Okay, great. Eddie.
Yep.
12 to hit.
Oh, miss.
Okay. Then you got missed. Cora, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to fire an arrow. 26
26 hits.
to hit. Yes, and I'm going to make this. They have to make a con saving throw.
Con save of 8.
Yeah, so they fail. I'm making this an enfeebling arrow. So they're going to take extra damage, and the damage dealt by its weapon attack is halved until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
So that is... Shit, I lost my dice. So 12 points of piercing and 7 points of necrotic.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. Oh, no, I have another attack. Never mind. I forgot. I don't know how to play a fighter. 22 to hit.
22 hits.
10 points of piercing damage.
Okay. Mara, it's your turn.
Okay. Mara is going to take a second, and as her bonus action, she's going to hope really hard that this creature dies. She opens one eye.
Nothing seems to have changed.
Rikus! And then she's going to cast Dominate Beast.
Dominate Beast?
Wisdom saving throw.
I think that only affects beasts, though, right?
Oh. Well, this bitch seems like a beast to me. She sure didn't taste very good.
Yeah, so you would know, having had to eat beasts from time to time, that while they don't taste very good, that's not a beast.
This is not them. Okay. Well, so is she a humanoid?
She is a humanoid, but she is undead.
Okay, well, she's going to cast Charm.
Okay.
Not Charm person, just a Charm.
Okay.
The
It's
vampire
better.
ability.
It's better.
Charm.
Okay. So, what is it? A wisdom saving throw?
Wisdom saving
or charisma?
throw.
Wisdom?
Wisdom.
It's an 8 plus a 3. 9, 10, 11.
Not good enough.
Okay.
She is charmed, so the target is not under the vampire's control, but it does take the vampire's requests or actions in the most favorable way it can, and is a willing target for the vampire's bite attack. I don't want to do that. Okay. Hey, pal! Hello? River?
You have its attention.
Okay. Since we're friends now, can you blow up your river of gross for me? As a friend? As a trusted pal?
Make a persuasion check.
He's charmed, bitch.
Yeah, it says that. Doesn't even like it says that it doesn't listen to you.
Does it just like
Whose side
does?
are you on? Ooh, +8. Damn. I was bummed at a 13, but that's a 21.
God. If this works, fuck that child that made a wish.
This pestilence must flow. It is how I infect this world. I will
Now,
not
you don't
end
need
it
to,
for
though.
you.
No, you should probably just blow it up.
Why would I do that, child?
Because we're buddies and we both we have a mutual understanding that we don't need pestilence in this world. We want all the blood to taste better than this crap.
I am not of blood, I am of pestilence. But
know, it's
you,
gross.
child, You are strong. You are
Yes, thank you.
powerful.
Yes.
Why do you waste your time with these people? Why not join with us, turn against them, and we can own the world?
Like, own it?
Whatever we wish, whenever we wish it. All of the living will be our playthings. This world will become our breeding ground.
But, like, can I get a snack?
Whenever you want, whatever you want.
Like, right now. If you could get me a snack right now.
Turn on that one, the warm-blooded, who walks among you.
No, I promised. I made a promise to that one. Can you get me another snack? If you own this world, you could get me a snack. And I will highly consider joining your team.
Forsake your promises. Bind yourself only to the Master and allow our vision to spread.
Who's the Master, though? I feel like this is just between me and you, and you're not doing a great job of getting me dinner.
I serve the great Lich who will lead us to the promise of a bright future for us.
That still isn't food.
I am offering you food before you. Forsake your vows and bind yourself to a new purpose.
You're supposed to be listening to me right now.
Your promise is pointless. It is empty.
You're bad at this. You're bad at being my friend.
I am helping you. I am showing you a truer path. I am being
so
a true
hungry.
friend to you. And you're just throwing it back in my face.
So hungry. That's her turn.
Perhaps this other one could be
failure of a turn.
consumed. This furry one. Feed upon
blah.
him.
Ugh.
Dempsey, it's your turn.
Great. Well. That's also concentration. That's concentration. Everything I do is concentration, Anthony.
I didn't build this character, Mike. This doesn't seem like it's my fault.
I just can't believe you would do this to me. You huge jerk. No, he's going to extend a hand and pantomime ringing a bell and cast Toll the Dead at the vampire. Not at the vampire, sorry. Oh god. At the pestilence.
Okay.
Let's see, I point at one creature I can see within range, and the sound of a dolorous bell fills the air. The target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or take 2d8 necrotic.
12.
Failed! Hooray! So it takes 9 necrotic damage.
If it's been hurt, it takes more. It's been hurt. Or is that with the more? You roll a different dice if it's been
Oh,
previously
you're
injured.
right. It takes
Yeah.
1d12. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Look at you,
And
knowing this spell
you
better
might
than
actually
I do.
look. I only play clerics.
Is 2d8 better than 1d12? Or is 1d12 better than 2d8?
It's 2d12.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, because he's leveled up too. You get the extra cantrip damage too.
Yeah, oh shit, that's 22 damage, dog, because I just rolled 2 11s.
Okay. And then
That's way better
what's
than
the extra
9.
cantrip? Oh, the extra cantrip damage in terms of like he's reached the threshold.
Yeah.
The extra dice. Sometimes I know stuff about this
Yeah,
game.
hell yeah, Katie.
Just not most of the time.
Toll the Dead's a dope cantrip now.
Yeah, I love Toll the Dead.
Okay. Yeah, the bong rings out, and you watch the creature shudder backwards, and there is the ichor begins to pour from the corners of the eyes, and she lets out a howl. Eddie, it's your turn.
Hell yeah.
Eddie's going to try to smack him again.
Smackin' commence.
That's right. First attack. 22.
Hits.
He takes 13 points of damage. Second attack. 22.
Yeah.
Hits again.
Yeah. 15.
Okay. It's looking pretty hurt. So everybody make a Constitution saving throw.
Is it starting its turn?
It is. So first it makes
It also.
Yep.
It also makes a saving throw.
It makes a
I can't
con
remember
save.
Which kind?
I think it's con.
It is.
A 20.
Yep. That'll do it.
I got a 4. Again.
Cora got a 17.
24.
Dempsey got a 14. What do you think about that?
I think the DC is 18.
Oh.
So if you didn't get 18, you're going to take full damage.
Oh no.
And if you did get 18, you're going to take half. A wave of necrotic energy pours off this creature. First with a crack of loud noise, followed by this wave of darkness. So first, you take 20 thunder damage.
Jesus.
Fuck.
Then you take...
Uh-oh.
Well, that's a much nicer roll.
Nope, doesn't matter.
12 necrotic.
Mara's out.
Holy fuck.
No.
Is Dempsey out?
No.
Oh.
Dempsey has resistance to necrotic damage.
Is Cora out? Is
No.
Eddie out?
No.
Taking 10 and then 6?
I made the save.
Yes, you get half damage.
Oh, 10 to 6. Yeah, I'm still good. Still in.
Okay. Great. So the wave of darkness washes over you. Eddie, I like that you sort of just stand against it. It breaks upon you as you as it washes over the others. And then it is...
Oh, that visual must be so awesome with that huge, like, radiance behind her.
Yeah.
And, like, this wave of dark energy. And, like, Eddie in the middle, and it splits him, like, in anime or whatever.
Sure.
Holding the
It's just
battle
this
axe in
massive
front.
wave. Yeah, hell yeah.
Cora, it's your turn.
I am going to... If I gave up my attack, could I get to Mara and drag her away?
You don't even have to give up your attack because, you're already right next to her.
Yeah, we're all
so
far
she,
away.
as a note, she
Except Eddie, right? Yeah, because Eddie's melee.
Yeah.
she has
I thought
turned,
Mara ran up to her, though, to bite her.
Oh, you did. You're
Uh-huh.
right.
Oh.
but she has turned into mist.
Well, I won't be doing that then. Can't grab mist.
Yeah, vampires turn to mist and reform after a certain period of time.
Well, she's got to get home within 2 hours.
This would be great. Yeah, then I'm going to just attack then. I'm going to use sharpshooter.
Transforms into it.
It looks like that's an
24?
option. It doesn't look like you have to do it.
I'm going to say it happens. That it's just a thing that happens to vampires. 24 hits.
Okay.
I guess I could have chosen to succeed.
22 points of piercing damage.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack again. 21.
That hits.
22 actually, but it'll still hit.
Yeah.
20 points.
Okay.
Wait. Yeah, 20 points of.
So
piercing.
Cora watches as this wave washes over everyone. Mara just turns to mist in front of her. And Cora pulls the first arrow, draws it back, plants it firmly in the chest of the creature, who lets out another yell with the black ichor spraying from her mouth. And then Cora draws a second arrow and fires it forward right between the eyes of the creature, who slumps backward and decays to a husk as the black ichor river slowly just turns to water as it flows down.
Let's fucking go.
Hooray!
Do we have to capture her, the mist, and something, or is she just gonna follow us around till we get back? I don't know how that all works.
I've never seen this happen before.
Well, here's hoping she's all right.
Come on, little misty darling.
She moved.
A portal
The mist
Went
moves.
down.
A portal appears before you, and Naya steps through it. Yes, you have released the grip here. This is good.
Thanks.
Yeah. Hey,
I can't help but
You-
remember that there were 3 more of you that aren't here now.
We don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
well,
Just
I mean-
touchy subject.
unless you know how to fix it, and he like points to the mist. Like if you know anything about vamps, and like he puts 2 fingers up by his where his mouth might be.
Vampires are creatures that straddle the line of life and death more than almost any other. They are a creature of undeath, and yet they are fragile. They are on the brink. But they are in many ways beyond me. But I believe if you return to your home, that is of value, no?
Yeah, she does tend to recover better from these types of excursions back at the compound.
Well, that is something I can provide for you, as I intended to do so anyway. You have helped a great number of people, and you have given me my opportunity to fulfill my purpose.
Hey, do you know if this one's gone, like, for good?
Gone for good? Probably not. I don't think creatures
God
like
damn
this... It is difficult to keep one gone for good. But there is an advantage over this one that the others will not I can do something about this one, in that I can keep it suppressed. I can keep it from returning for a long, long time. For good? Probably not. But I can keep it out of the way so that those who would deal with its master will not need to face this one again.
Cool. I guess that feels mostly like a win, right, Cora?
Yeah, because, I figure by the time it's probably brought back, I'll be long dead. So it
Oh,
won't be
yes,
my
you will
problem.
be dead for a very long time, as will our friend Eddie here.
Awesome.
Not our problem.
If we can help it,
Yep.
Mara
Just-
will not be. Well, she'll be dead, but not gone.
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Dead, but not
And
forgotten.
Dempsey, I'm afraid you will be cursed to see it as well, when it returns.
I mean, thumbs the brakes, right?
Yes. It is. Go. Return home. And you have earned the rest that I hope you will get.
Yeah, hey, thanks a lot, man.
Yeah, thanks. You're cool.
Thank you. I fulfill my purpose, and you have enabled that. It is you whose debt I owe.
Well, feel free to come by us, around sometime. Mughamara.
If that will fulfill my debt, I will do it.
Also,
Well?
go ahead and you can send us home.
Oh, yes, of course. He steps back. He says, this portal should do just fine.
Cora will go through it.
Yeah,
Let's go, Mist. Come on.
Mist wiggle,
Mist.
moves through it.
the four of you pass through the portal. There's another sensation of twisting, a little bit of spinning before the world stops moving around you, and you are standing outside of the hidden entrance of the DOA.
We made it back.
We
Almost
should
all in
probably,
one piece.
Yeah. We should probably get this one back into her little box there, right?
Yeah, let's do that.
Definitely.
Rikus comes out, and
Go ahead,
he's
sorry.
like, Are you guys going to go anytime, or what?
You think we've just been standing out here for 12 hours?
I know we're not that reliable, but come on.
I know you didn't march all the way out into the woods and march all the way back in 12 hours.
That's fair. We did march all the way out there. Well, almost all of us marched all the way out there.
Dempsey was carried a good part of it.
I imagine Mara's just gone down to reform now.
Yeah.
She's not hanging around for this.
Yeah, just.
I think we took care of it. It was some sort of pestilence in this river. It might be.
I think that's one of the death knights. So good.
Yeah, we met a really cool guy and told him to come visit.
All right, great. I hope that happens.
His name's Naya. He's pretty rad.
Great.
He convinced us not to kill a whole bunch of people.
Well, I do like that. Cora, I told you can't be letting them just interact with random strangers while they're out there. This is...
You are making a lot of assumptions about the control I have over them.
All right. You know what, Cora? You figure it out. This is your team. Get some rest, all of you. It's... I guess good job. I'm going to assume you did a good job.
Yeah, it's getting early. We
did a great job.
Great.
We gotta get some sleep.
I believe you. We'll see, but I believe you. I trust but verify. Good luck. That's what we'll call it. Katie,
Great.
Yep.
tell us where people can find you on the internet.
Yeah, thanks so much for having me. This was so much fun. I can be found on the internet everywhere at Katy Faise, or as Mike likes to say, Katy Faise.
Yeah, turns out they're the same.
They're just the same.
It might help you spell it better if you remember things like me, because that's KatyFaise, right?
Yep, that is it. I'm part of an actual. If you want more actual play podcasts in your life, I'm part of a Urban Shadows actual play podcast called Cape Lorelei that comes out every other Monday. We have a sister show that comes out the alternating Mondays called East Cedo Beach. They're very, very fun. A lot of weird drama. And I stream my own games on Twitch and also on off_the_table is where you can find me in a lot of things.
Wonderful.
Fun.
Thank you so much for coming.
playing with
Yeah,
us.
this was
Thank
so
you very
fun.
much.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you guys had me.
I've been trying to get Anthony to do another one of these for the past year. He says that Halloween episodes can only happen once a year.
Boo.
No, I don't understand that reason.
Me
me
neither.
either.
Halloween's every day in my heart. Anthony, get on board.
I won't. Thank you so much, Katie. We really we appreciate it, and it was fun. Hey adventurers, DM Anthony here again. I just want to remind you that there are lots of ways to support the show. Head on over to patreon.com/adventureinc. Tell your friends about the show. Rate and review us on iTunes or wherever you get your podcasts. Links and more can be found at adventureinc.podbean.com. Thanks everyone, we'll see you next week.